Every time Jesus heals the sick and takes care of the crowd, those who do not tolerate this liberation appear. The gospel that we read today is unpopular. The intent of this page arises precisely from the attempt of the Pharisees to make the preaching and the message of Christ unpopular. Too many crowds are following him. Too many are fascinated and attracted to him. The Pharisees needed a media attack, so they asked him a trick question about divorce. Christ does not shy away from the challenge. He does not follow popularity, but the truth. I want to recall two teachings that we can take from today's gospel for our spiritual life. First, the desire to love someone forever beyond the unpredictable things that can happen in life should be the essential element of every Christian life. The word forever scares us. It reminds us of something definitive, while we are so inconsistent and unstable. We feel unable to commit ourselves forever. However, Jesus in the gospel tells us that what matters in life must be reliable. Our life is unpredictable, and we never know what will happen to our dreams. But at least wanting to love someone forever should be the essential element of every Christian life. If we give up the idea that love can be forever, we set for a love that does not unite us, but uses us. Our road can be full of mistakes and faults, but Christ reminds us that we are worth more than our mistakes and sins. We must trust in His grace. Second, Jesus comes out of the patriarchal system of domination of his time and remembers that marriage is not made up of a relationship of strength and power, but of the generous gift of oneself to the other. In the culture of that time, only men could repudiate women. Moses, with his law, tried to limit this condition of abandonment and lowliness in which women could find themselves. Jesus goes even further. Perhaps in this passage, Jesus is not interested in telling us how we can separate from each other, but in pointing us to the beauty of living together according to the gospel. Jesus explains to a silent and confused crowd that being together, loving each other, is not simply a byproduct of what is useful for me. I am with you because otherwise I am alone, or you serve to satisfy my needs. For Jesus, when we love somebody, our first thought should not be, what can I earn, but what can I give? Yet the Lord tells us that this cannot be taken for granted. Only a few can understand this mystery, only those who live for the kingdom of heaven. In this Eucharist celebration, we ask the Lord that the bread of life we are receiving may sustain us in our desire to love as He loves us. May the same bread of life give us the strength to fight the injustices that lead to exploitation and violence in our family and society. May the Eucharist help us build a kingdom of peace and justice for all. Amen.